What's poppin'? Welcome back to Midwest World. It's the Tubecast. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciated from everybody. Man, we here Monday again. But hopefully everybody's straight. You know, day by day, man. Day by day. It's Monday. But we queued up for the whole week. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually what I like to do. I like to get a lot of my recording done on the weekend, so I'm queued up for the week, man, because the week it'd be tough to record during the week, man, but, you know, we here, though, you know what I mean? So we haven't did Tubecast in a minute, but I mean, you know, we be doing Midwest Talks basketball, Midwest Talks boxing. Like, you know, Midwest Talks boxing don't come out as frequently as those, man, because boxing don't happen as much. I gotta talk about that Danny Garcia fight. I didn't watch it. I want to watch it first before I actually talk about it. I mean, I seen some clips, but I want to watch the whole fight. So I'm going to watch the whole fight, sit down and watch it, and then recap it, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel like it's staged and all that, you know what I mean? I want to watch it first. I don't even want to go into that bag until I watch it. But, yeah, this weekend, No Limit versus Cash Money. Now, anybody that knows, or if you looked or anything like that, you know what I mean? Because this is predominantly a gaming channel on top of, you know what I mean? It's just what it is. This is like 99% gaming, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Midwest World Backup. A lot of gaming, but we'll see some boxing clips in the shorts and all that, but for the most part, gaming, right? So I love hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, you know what I mean? Mr. Midwest promo that channel, hip hop, you know what I mean? And along with basketball highlights with my music in the background, with football highlights too, you know what I'm saying? Working on that as well. But man, this No Limit versus Cash Money kind of came out of nowhere, you know what I mean? As far as them doing the verses, it's like a fantasy matchup, you know what I'm saying? It's a fantasy matchup. It was always discussions about No Limit versus Cash Money, especially growing up. Now, my thing is this, they both is on point. Like, I mean, it's hard, like, really, this whole versus is a preference. Me, I prefer No Limit. Off the rip, you know what I'm saying? I bumped No Limit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I bumped No Limit. Now, there were some albums I couldn't get when I was younger just because I didn't have the dough to get it, you know what I'm saying? But they dropped like a week, you know what I mean? They dropped like every week, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, bruh, like, they had the coldest covers, the plastic covers, you know what I mean, different colors and all that. Then you open up the case and you will see all the albums that's dropping under No Limit, dog. Man, so the thing is this. I understand Cash Money got, you know, hits, and I understand that. No Limit got hits too. We're not gonna do this, you know what I mean? But Cash Money probably got more like radio hits, but No Limit got bangers, though. On everybody album. You know what I'm saying? On everybody album, there's a banger, dog. Like, No Limit got a counter for everything. And the people that listen know what it is. Now, the thing is this. If they decide to go into the Nicki Minaj and Drake bag, that's where things will get funny style, because the younger people know Drake, Nicki Minaj. They may not know No Limit. You know what I'm saying? They may not. So, you know, that's going to be a situation to where, like, the people, all right, for example, depending on who's there, like, you know, I'm assuming the people that's going to be in the building is older cats, honestly, you know what I mean, that listen to both of them. I'm going to assume that. But the kids, though, the young cats, you know what I mean, that bump Drake, Nicki Minaj and all of that, because they can go in that bag. I think Young Thug, I think, I think he was under Cash Money as well, dog. He was signed to Birdman, I think Young Thug too, you know what I mean? They go into that catalog, the kids gonna be going crazy automatically, and then when you play No Limit, they're gonna be just sitting there because they don't know what it is, unless they did their homework and research, you know what I mean? But even so being, the people that know what's up, you know, I don't think you can really necessarily use Drake and Nicki Minaj to go up against them street bangers that No Limit got. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Unless you like that type of music over the street music. Because No Limit has street music, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, you know what I mean? Like, they, look, man, No Limit was fire. I don't care what nobody. I understand that Birdman, he got like the most consistency out of any music executive. We're not even gonna play these games, man. Birdman is one of the ones. He's one of the best, if not the greatest, as far as longevity. You know what I mean? But P wasn't on the snooze at. P wasn't on the snooze at. You know what I'm saying? No Limit is one of the premier labels. Like, that's one of the greatest labels ever. Cash Money, Bad Boy, Death Row, labels like that, and listen, even when Hot Boys was popping, right? Their music was different from No Limit. Like KLC, you could debate. I mean, Manny Fresh got his own sound, KLC got his own sound. So the thing is this, that's really gonna be preference. I prefer KLC. Manny Fresh, all-world Hall of Fame producer. We're not doing this. I like KLC though. I love them No Limit beats. You know what I'm saying? Just No Limit is just my favorite rapper ever is from the South, No Limit. C Murder. You know what I mean? I always looked up to Master P, the way he did things. Hence to, you look at how my channel is ran. Man, look, you know what I'm saying? I look up the guys like Master P, man. I always looked up to Master P. You know what I'm saying? The way he was dropping stuff, no matter what, you know what I mean? And in any circumstance, he putting it out, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I look at things, you know what I mean? And very professional releases, you know what I mean? Like, on cue, no matter what, it's gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. Even when I put out mixtapes and stuff, I'm always dropping, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So I always looked at Master P, look at guys like Pop, you know what I'm saying? Tupac, the way he dropped music and things like that. Those are the guys I looked up to, the ones with high volume work ethic. So I always looked up to guys like that when I was younger, man, amazed by it. So, I carry that with the things I do, you know what I'm saying? I carry that with the things I do. So P, man, I mean, say whatever you want about P, you know what I mean? You cannot deny his work ethic, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny the impact he had on the game. Neither Birdman, they both on the same level to me, dog. Like, honestly, I can't really put one above the other. It's really preference. And I'm rolling with No Limit. It's just, I like No Limit style of music more. But Hot Boys, man, listen, the Guerrilla Warfare album was fire. BG put out the most work on No Limit, though. I mean, Cash Money. If you look at it, BG was dropping projects all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, Juveniles was 400 Degrees the most impactful project on that label. I don't know. That 400 Degrees, man, that's a classic album, dog. I don't think it's a Southern classic. It's a straight up classic. That 400 Degrees, no skip work, you know what I mean? So, look, man, this is going to be a great battle. Honestly, I look at it like a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything goes smooth. You know what I mean? Hopefully there ain't no situation like 3 6 and Bone Thugs. You know what I mean? When they got into it, but they rectified that. You know what I'm saying? That was an odd battle. You know, I didn't expect them to go against one another. But man, I just want to hear nothing but heat. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much a celebration, dog. Like, I understand some verses. I get it, but to have these two great labels share the stage, I'm happy about that, man, because I grew up in this era. I was knee deep in this era. You know what I'm saying? Like, this era right here, I was all in this era. I know all about this era. You know what I mean? I remember in school with the folders, the fold. I forgot what you call them, man. School folder. I'm gonna just say folders. I had folders, and people used to have their album books in their folders. Like, so I had the transparent folders. You know what I mean? So I would have No Limit albums. You know what I'm saying? I take the booklet out and put that on the front of my folder, and you will see the albums I'm bumping that, you know what I'm saying, that week. And they'll be doing it with Cash Money. I mean, listen, this was Walkman CD player era. You know what I mean? This what this was, man. I mean, this is gonna unlock a lot of memories for people, dog. Like, I mean, look, that's all I can say. I had every commercial release from C Murder. I don't know what he dropped, you know what I'm saying, in New Orleans, you know what I mean, on some local stuff. I don't know. I'm quite sure he did, you know what I mean? I don't have none of that. I have all of his commercial releases. I don't have any of the, any of the local stuff, you know what I mean? Because I know he dropped some stuff. He had to drop some stuff just strictly from New Orleans, you know what I mean? I even have his latest releases, man. So listen, I'm rolling with No Limit, you know what I mean? Just off some loyalty type stuff. Yes, they don't know me from a can of paint, I know that, but just as a dude being from the Midwest and keeping it real, No Limit is one of my favorite labels next to Death Row. You know what I mean? Those are my two favorite labels. No Limit and Death Row. Them two, you know what I'm saying? You know, I always rock with, you know, how Death Row did things, you know what I'm saying? As far as musically, you know what I mean? I don't know all the behind the scenes stuff. I've been listening to all the Suge Knight's interviews, man. Suge Knight, he's hilarious, you know what I mean? But he's one of the greats too. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greats too. You know what I mean? So Death Row and No Limit, them two labels, always rock with them. Love those labels. And listen, I'm not, honestly, I just want to see a great show. I'm not really like on some, hopefully they pick all the, like hopefully neither side get cute when it comes to selecting music. Because sometimes, you know, these versus battles, people want to get cute and select songs that, you know, that, oh, this is my favorite. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But you know what you're supposed to play. That's the thing. You know what you're supposed to play. No Limit know what they supposed to play. They know what they supposed to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if they go off what they supposed to play, oh man, this is gonna be one of the greatest, if not the greatest. This is gonna be probably the greatest versus battle. I'm gonna say and go out on a limb and say this is probably gonna be the greatest versus battle, because if both sides play what they supposed to play, don't get cute, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be nothing but banger after banger after banger after banger, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but classic after classic after classic. It's gonna be the greatest verses ever, man. Straight up, it's gonna be up tempo, you know what I'm saying? No sit down music. It's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I can't wait, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait. You know, this is from my era, you know what I'm saying? And you know, hopefully and look, this is good for both companies, because their streams gonna you know, their numbers gonna rise. It happens after every verse, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, like they streaming numbers go up, people start listening to music, and then hopefully people tune in to get educated on No Limit and Cash Money, man, because some may not understand, like outside of, some people know Cash Money, you know, or because Drake and Nicki Minaj is part of Cash Money, even though it was through Young Money, that still was under Cash Money, so it's still Cash Money, all right? But some people only know Cash Money by Drake and Nicki Minaj, and then probably Wayne, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand, you know, hey man, I'm always getting my windshield hit by a rock. You know what I'm saying? I probably heard that too. So you can't avoid it, you know what I mean? But they probably don't understand BG, you know, Juvenile. Turk had one album, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was a good album. That album was cold, but he only had one album, you know what I'm saying? Manny Fresh even had an album, you know what I mean? But Young and Thug, like, look, Turk's album was dope. I feel like it didn't get that much push or promotion, you know what I'm saying? They may play it in me. You know what I'm saying? They may play it. I hope they do. I mean, I think it could fit in the verses, because it was popular on the radio, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to hear it send me on there. I don't think, you know, but I don't know if Turk, I don't know if he, like, has he been on tour with them? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if him and BG still got issues. I don't like hearing that, man. Like, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but to see Turk and BG go back and forth, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of tune out of that. I don't, because it's like, come on, man. Y'all created magic together. You know what I'm saying? Like, but ain't no telling what happened behind the scenes. I don't know. But they may or may not play Turk. I don't know. You know what I mean? But, you know, outside of that, you know what I mean? BG, Juvenile, man, like, some of the greats, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight, BG is a great. BG is a great. I don't care what nobody say. Jizzle is a great. You know what I mean? Like, one of the most consistent, even when he wasn't with Cash Money. He always dropped projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, BG is one of the greats. You know what I mean? So we not gonna play these games, man. Like, so we dealing with two iconic labels. You know, I just can't wait. You know, I even though I'm rolling with No Limit, I like both. You know what I'm saying? I like both. And Manny Fresh is an underrated producer. And I think due to the fact that him just being under Cash Money for so long and he wasn't able to work with other artists, people sleep on Manny Fresh. But Manny Fresh, man, put out classics, man. Like, straight up. Even though I like KLC. I love KLC beats, dog. Man, a Beats by the Pound? Come on, man, listen. No limit, man. Both of them is fire, dog. Both of them is fire. I put them on they on the stage, they equals to me. They looking eye to eye, in my eyes. No Limit and Cash Money looking eye to eye. I know some will say, well, Wayne, no. Wayne is not about to just dog walk No Limit by himself. He's not doing that. Even squad up Wayne. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Even Carter Wayne. That's biased stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? You literally being biased when you say that. Oh, the Carter wanted to kill every No Limit track. No, it will not. You know what I mean? Under any circumstance. No, that's not finna happen, dog. That's crazy. You know what I mean? To even say something like that. The Carter one is cold. The album is cold. You know what I mean? But every Carter song is not washing No Limit catalog. That's just some biased stuff. You know what I mean? So you can like Wayne all day, but come on, man. Let's be real here. You know what I mean? But, you know, I can't wait. You know what I mean? I'm going for No Limit, even though to me, I think it's a celebration of two great companies coming together and displaying their music, man. I can't wait, man. Who you got? Who you rolling with? You rolling with No Limit or you rolling with Cash Money, huh? Make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciate it from everybody. Peace!